Welcome back to the channel. Today we check our first video. Today we are diving into one of the best health and productivity book of all time. That is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Indeed, this book is packed with powerful insight on how small changes can lead to massive success. If you have forever struggled to build good habits or break bad ones, this summary and review will give you the practical tools. Stick with me as we break down the key lessons, real life example, and action steps you can start using today. And if you are serious about self improvement, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never make future book review. Okay, so I'll break this session and this summary breakdown or the review into um, 10 different subtopics. So based on the different topics in atomic habit for self improvement and habit growth, good habit growth or changing bad habit too. So I've grouped it into 10. So the first one that we will talk about is the big idea. Then we go to the habit loop, which is the second one. The third one is going to be the four laws of behavior change. The four laws of behavior change. There we will talk about one, make it obvious, and the second one, you make it attractive. That's the second law. And the third law, make it easy. The fourth law, make it satisfying. So you look deep into this one, each of them. The fourth session we are going to look at is identity-based habits that become the type of person who maybe you want to be or something. You look deep into it and you see how it goes. And the next one is environment design. That's the physical, digital, plus the social environment. You look more into this and you see how it goes. And the fifth one is the greatest rule known as the Goldilocks rule. The Goldilocks rule and staying motivated. So you look into it, what make those one. The next one is going to be breaking bad habits. So in breaking bad habits, what you need to do is to reverse the law over there. You look more into it. So let's get into the eighth one we will talk about is the plateau of latent potential. The plateau of latent potential. We will look into that also. The ninth one we will talk about is advanced static and pitfall. Advanced static and pitfall. Then the last one, the 10th one is going to be the 7-day habits, atomic habits starter plan. Or I'll give you 7-day starter plan which you can use to boost your habits or change a bad habit to a new one or something like that. So let's get into it by starting from so when we look at the first question that we have to look, that is the big idea. The big idea which is going to trying to let us understand that more habits would eventually have a massive result. So that is what we need to understand now. So what James Clear did was he emphasized on the idea of atomic. So when we have to talk about atomic, it means more and powerful. Something which is more but also powerful. and kind it having different meaning altogether, but the general meaning that we can give it to it are more and powerful. So creativity, what about tiny daily improvement compound? So you work emphasizing on the more changing that you will make will help you improve, or the more improvement that you make on your life every day will eventually form your habit, which will become your character. So he emphasized that if you want this, you need to improve 1% every day. Go per day. If you improve yourself 1% every day, over time you transform who you are. Over time you'll be transforming who you are. That's it, what you want to mean. What happens is that most people change goals. Most people are there changing the goal that they have set, but they fail to do something which is important. And that is what most winners or all winners do. They build system. They build system that is a repeatable process that makes results inevitable. That is what you do. So the key mindset shift that you need to do is don't ask what result do I want. Ask what system will make that result unavoidable. What system will focus on building the system, and to build the system it is a gradual process. Improve on it more than 1% every day, or that daily repetition of those habits will result in the formation of a better habit for you. And again, don't rely on willpower. If you rely on your willpower, you will definitely fade out and you won't get the result that you want. What you need to do is engineer your environment and routine. So good choices are the easy choices. So if you engineer your result and your routine, what happens is that good choices become the easiest choices. So that is it. So what we do is we have system which go to goals, and the goal to get the goal that is 1% better, which result in compounding. So the big idea is all about a small habit resulting in massive result, or helping you to achieve massive result. That is what the book is. The first session is about. So in the second session, James Clear emphasized on what we call habit loop. Go for habit loop. The first loop that he wants you to just repeat when we are to talk about loop, something that keep on repeating itself for some time. So you keep on repeating itself like some, something like that again. So in order to get this habit loop, we are it of different form. The first one is the cue, that is CUE. That the cue, when we are to talk about cue, when you look at the dictionary word for cue, a thing said or done, or a thing that is done that serve as a signal to an actor or other performer to enter or begin their visual performance. So something like that. So you do something, you say something in order to trigger, or cue triggers craving. So you are craving for something which prompts a response. So that's it. So every habit runs a loop, and the loop is what triggers for you to crave for that particular habit. What you say or what you do that will let you crave, let you crave, which prompts a response. And when the response, when you it prompts you a response and you respond to it or do something, then it delivers a result. it delivers a result that your brain want to repeat. So if you get the reward from it, then your brain want to repeat something like that. So that is a habit loop. So if you want to change a habit, you need to edit the loop. What you need to do, change the cue, change what triggers it. And what you need to do is if you change what triggers it, it's going to let you crave for something different. So if a bad habit is what you want, it's going to bring cause you to have different responses or to trigger different responses. And with that, it will redesign the reward that you want. So, for example, if you are to look at a bad loop, when a boredom at night, a stimulation, the craving is stimulation, it stimulates you something, then the response becomes scroll social media and scroll. The reward that you get from this one is actually just a dopamine hit, a habit reinforced. Oh, that is, when we are to talk about dopamine, it's the chemical substance in your brain that um, triggers addiction. When it triggers, it causes addiction to something or so. That is obviously that what some of the bad habits, each loop that goes through. So when you get the dopamine hit, you are okay. So you continue going, and the dopamine hit increases and go on. So to change a habit, what you need to do is, as I've already said, edit the loop. Next one, change the key. And the next one, upgrade the response or redesign the result or redesign the reward. Sorry, redesign the reward. So that's it. In habit loop, we have the key, which is what you do to trigger or to cause craving. You crave for it, then the response that you do to it, what you will be doing in the response, and the thing, the reward you get it by become the reward. That is how habit work. So that's the second one, and all about the the third question we have to look at is the four laws of behavior. When we are to talk about the four laws of behavior, we are talking about um, the four laws of behavior change rather. So if you are to talk about the four laws of behavior change, the first law is make it obvious. So how can you make something obvious? This is what you need to do. One, the implementation intention. The implementation intention. That means um you write it down something. The best way to do this is to have this thing being written down always. So what you need to do, you can do it like I will, or the behavior or the habit that you want, you put it there. Maybe I will read at, then you put the time, like at 9 o'clock in my bedroom or in my study room, something like that. So you make it obvious by having an implementation intention. So the implementation is that I will, then the behavior that you want at a particular time in a specific location that you want, maybe something like I will visit that is the implementation um intention. The next one is habit stacking. When you have to talk about habit stacking, what you need to do is you are just getting after I finish doing what I'm currently doing, or the current habit, or the current behavior that I'm putting up, or what I'm doing now. Let's say after I read the book or after this video, what I will do is I will read another book. After this video, I will read another book, or after this video, I am a software engineer, so maybe after finishing this video, I will code that project the company won, something like that. So that is habit stacking. You are stacking one habit after the current one, the next one that you are coming to do. So after this one, the next one that you are coming to do, you write it to be this one. So after that new one that is coming, then you have something new that you'll be doing. That is what we call the habit stacking. And also, you need to have the environment you put you where you act. That is the book, those things that it will make the environment comfortable for you to it will make the environment comfortable for you to be able to um have in touch with it very easily. Is what you need to do. That is the environment priming, what we call the environment priming. And the next one is habit scorecard. You list your daily habit and label them. For your daily habit, what you mostly put, write them down and label them. Keep the good, redesign the neutral, and disrupt the bad. So what you need to do, um, maybe the good one you add plus to it, the the neutral one you can add equal to, or you need to do some redesign or something like that, or something you add plus. That means you improve the neutral one for it to be good. But the bad one, you add minus. That means you are going to disrupt it. You are going to disrupt the bad one. So that again, for example of this one here, after I brew coffee or something like that, I will read one page at the kitchen table, something so that you stack all these things and you keep tracking of that. So the second law that is make it attractive. So what you need to do for this one is the first one that we will talk about is the bundling. Temptation bundling. So pair what you need. So you pair what you need to what you enjoy. So whatever you need to what you ever enjoy. So what I want is um I mostly love listening to podcasts that is talking about motivation, talking about financial. That is what I want. But what what I need maybe workout. I need workout. So I will pair with my favorite thing that I want. That is the favorite podcast. So I will have maybe an earpod in my ear while listening to a podcast on my phone. Then I will be jogging or something like that. That is, you make it attractive. Make that thing that you want to create very attractive. Then the next one to do is you need to join a culture. You need to join a culture to the second one to make it attractive. Join a spend time with people who already have the habit you want. Something if you want a workout, you can join a gym class or something like that. Or maybe you are not good at studying, you can join a study group or something like that. You need to join a culture to spend time with people who already have the habit you want. That's it. And the next one you need to do is to refrain from craving. You don't have to get to. Oh, that's it. You don't have to do this. You get to that. Focus on identity and benefit, energy, clarity, and confidence. That's what we are talking about. So you need to reframe the craving. You need to reframe the craving. I don't have to. No, I get to something like that. And you focus on identity. What you become. That is what you need to focus on, and the benefit that you will be having. The benefits for if you work out, what you are going to be become more energized or something like that. And you read book or it becomes very clear. You have the clarity and you get confidence because you know more, you know how to express yourself and those things. So the third law is make it easy. What you need to do is to make after you find attractive, you need to find a way to make it more easy. So the first one we will talk about here is the 2 minute rule. So if you are to talk about the 2 minute rule, we talk about a scale habit down until they take to less than or equal to 2 minutes. That um this habit I will do this, after this I will do this. So that small thing is what we talk about. It's much easy, like put on shoes, open the document, read one page. Those are very, very simple to achieve within 2 minutes. Or if you do it one after the other like that, you are going to definitely have it more easy, that it will be more enjoyable, which will result in making it more attractive for you and those things. And the next one, you need to reduce friction. So prep the night. You need to prepare the night before one, the night before. So tomorrow, whatever you want to do tomorrow, you need to prepare it today. You write them down, something like that. If you do that, your time conscious mind will work on it, and something like that will come about how the subconscious mind works. But for now, oh, if you are also, so the next one is the one click rule. Make the desired behavior doable in one step. Save templates. You need to have a way to save template or preset workout. So what you need to do is to find a way to um, let it be very easy to be done. Or something, you create a template that you mostly will be using that template for whatever you want to. That is another one. And the automation or default. Go subscription for healthy food, calendar block, and app blocker for distraction. So if you pay for those everything, definitely you find a way that you are not going to pay to make it to just throw your money away. So definitely you are going to um find a way to make your money very useful, or you can use the automation or the default to do that. And the last law that we can talk about is make it satisfying. So to make it satisfying, you look at immediate reinforcement. That you need to track the check off a habit tracker. That is micro reward after every session. Whenever you are able to complete something, what you need to do is to find a way to reward yourself. The small thing, even the 2 minute thing that you do, you find a way to reward yourself on that. That's it. And the next one is habit contract, that is accountability. Um, commit publicly or with a partner or add a stake. Or find someone who um make you who will help you to be more accountable, to hold you accountable. That is what the part is talking about. And the next one to talk about is the visual proof. Use a wall calendar or a calendar or an app. Seeing the progress feel rewarding or sustained. So you need to do, you can use, there are a lot of apps out there that you can use to track your behavior or something like that. So that's it. That is the four laws of behavior change. We have the habit stacking, implementation intention, 2 minute rule, habit tracking, and accountability goal. That you make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and then make it satisfying. Yeah. So um the next session we will talk about is the identity based habit. That is become the type of person who is blah 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 blah. So goals are about reform, or identity is about becoming. What you want to become is what you need to focus. That is your identity base. Be something like you want to become a reader. The outcome is to be able to read about 20 books or something like that. But what you want is to be a reader. Or what you need to do, every repetition is a vote for the identity you want. Every repetition is a vote for identity that you want. So if you keep on repeating, that means it is counting on it that becomes a win. If you keep on repeating, the repetition becomes a vote for that identity that you want, to become a reader, to become an athlete, to become. So that is what you need to focus. So act like the person you are about to become. Act like the person you are about to be now. So now you need to act like the person that you want to be, that you want to become in the future or you want to become, or you act at that now, even in tiny way, that is, the more votes you cast, the more believable it becomes. So that means the more you repeat it, the more it becomes your habit and becomes a win for you. That is, so every action is equal to a vote for identity. That's what you need. And we go to the question five. The question five talk about is the environment design. That is the physical, the digital, and the social environment. So to look at this environment, that is environment always beats willpower. Take this in mind. Environment always beats willpower. If you scatter things around and you want bet me, your willpower will you will just refrain from it by not doing it. It will just put you off from doing it. So make good cues obvious and bad cues invisible. So what you need to do is that. So the physical one, we can talk about healthy food. You need to make healthy food, something like healthy food, very vegetable than junk food, which will be putting away. Shoes by the door or something like that. If you are just going out and maybe you want to be always wearing your sandals before you move out or something like that. That is what you need to do. You need to put the shoes by the door or something like that. Or if you are addicted to phone, what you need to do is just in the in the night keep your phone or your phone charger outside the bedroom or you put it somewhere that will not be close to where you are bedding so that you won't be able to get the chance to overthrow it, something like that. So the next one, the digital aspect. We need to talk about the digital aspect. You need to disable notification, remove social apps from home screen so that it won't be easy accessible. So what you need to do is to um don't make it more accessible. Things that is easy to be accessed can mostly distract you from it. And the social join group where your desired behavior is normal, where what you want to become is very normal, not what you want to become is something that people will just look at it as a weird thing that you are doing or something like that. That is environment design or how the stick to habits behave and the digital um minimalism. So you need to minimize your digital status. And we go to the key going to be the Goldilocks rule of staying motivated. So we stick with habits when they are not too easy. What we do, we stick with habits when they are not too easy, not too hard. It's not too easy. It's not too hard. That is it. You need to be moderate. Just beyond current ability or your current ability, just beyond. But what you need to do if you are bored, something like if you are bored, what you need to do is increase challenge criteria. That is heavier weight or factor when you are just if you go to the gym and what you can carry something that is very small, very easy to just carry. What you need to do is to find one which is more heavier than the previous one, but not too heavy to scare you from doing it. That's it. And if you are overwhelmed, what you need to do is to shrink the task. Or if the task becomes too many, what you need to do is to shrink it. That is, get a 5 minute timer or 2 minute rule. You can use that to some timer to get it that I'm doing it about 5 minutes. After that, I'll rest a bit. Then I'll do it again. That is, or you can use the 2 minute rule. You do it 2 minutes. So that what James Clear want us to know. That is the Goldilocks rule, or what makes you to stay motivated or the flow state. Do it a bit, then you do this, then that's it. So that's what um James Clear want us to understand from this Goldilocks rule that you need to apply in your atomic habit and your habit change, or to make you have different behavior. And um, the next one which is the seventh one, is how you can break from the bad habit. Or to break from the bad habit, what you need to do is to revert the law, or you revert the law. The first one, you make it obvious that you're making it visible. What you can do is make it invisible. That remove all the trigger. What makes you, what gets you triggered to do whatever you want, that bad character that you want, whatever triggers you to do it, you need to remove it from there. And the next one to talk about it, make it unattractive. Go reframe cost, go low sleep, lower energy, time waste, go something, whatever like um the social media addiction that you have. If you are addicted to social media and those things, what you need to do is to see it differently. You need to find a way to trick your mind that this is going to be seen differently, like something like time being wasted, or a very lower energy or something like that, or it can't let you to sleep, or take it in different way, not what causes that dopamine hit. And the next one we can talk about is you need to make it difficult. Ask them, make it very, very difficult for you to do more. Something what sometimes it makes me difficult to even touch my phone or do something like that. Sometimes I have password that is very, very long and those things go. To just enter the password, it becomes something that I don't want to do. So if you do that, definitely with time you are going to declare from it. The more changing, the more drive away from it is going to let you break that bad habit that you don't want. So that again will break those bad habits, or what we call you quit the action, or get an accountability for that. The eighth one is the plateau of latent potential. So early progress is invisible. What you need to do, you need to know that early progress is invisible. You can't see the progress. The progress become very um little that you can't even notice. So what you need to do is they can go something like heating an ice. So from 0 degree Celsius to 1 degree to 3 degree. It's very minimal. Those ones cannot be even feel or something like that. So nothing seems to be happening. When those things are happening, nothing seems to be happening. Then suddenly it melts. So what is that is don't quit in the valley of disappointment. If you are not seeing any change, you don't have to quit. Your work is compounding, and beneath the surface it will keep showing up. So what you need to do, the tiny gain that will be having a tipping point, and with time you just see that the thing that you couldn't see as a progress thing is coming to shoot up. So it becomes that, and the thing is a compound, it's a having, and it will result to be an exponential growth. It's going to be an exponential growth, not a linear one. So it will be, you won't be able to see nothing for some time, then it will shoot. So that's how the plateau of latent potential trying to mean that the tiny gain to a tipping point to a breakthrough. That's what it's trying to mean. And the ninth one is advanced static and pitfall. What we look at there is habit shaping. That is start and breaking more, then gradual increase scope or intensity. So you start with more, or something for the something like the walking pad. You start with the more and you walk on it, and you start increasing the speed or something like that. But if you bring this to habit, you start doing it more. Then at time the very small become too easy for you to do. So you increase it a bit, gradual increase, and then it becomes very intense for you to do. And the next one is beware of all or nothing. You need to beware of all or nothing. Make one, no problem. Never make twice. So what you need to do is, if you make it, maybe you have set an alarm to do it. If you make it once, make sure that you don't make it twice. That's it. If you make it once, no problem. Make sure you don't make it twice. So what? The next one is the keystone habit. One habit that cascade, that is a sleep routine, better workout, to better food, better focus. So one um one habit will definitely result in different habits. So if you have better a good sleep routine, then you can do better workout, when you eat better food, then you can have a better focus or something like. The next one is the data with heart. Track what matters, but don't let the tracker become the goal. Don't let the tracker, what you are tracking, become the goal. Keep it meaningful. What you need to do is track what really matters. What really matters is what you need to track. So these are the first nine, and the seventh one is the atomic habit starter plan. Or the day one, pick one identity, that is who you want to become. Maybe I want to be a reader. I want to be a reader who read. Or what you need to do is to the second day or the day two. The day two, what you need to do is perform that habit stack. That is after a consistent time for that. After this, I will do this. After this, I will do this. Have that, and then the day three, have that 2 minute rule. The first step, open the book, put something like that. Just open the book, read something more within 2 minutes. The next day you practice it 2 minutes. Can rest a bit, 2 minutes, 2 minutes guide. Time that you start enjoying it or something. And the next one day on the fourth day have that environment design. That is prepare tonight for tomorrow. Prepare tonight for tomorrow. Whatever you want to do it tomorrow, you need to prepare it tonight so that tomorrow you can do it and be very free from it. Like it. And um on the fifth day, what you can do is you track its visibility, like a wall, an app or something like that, and you celebrate the micro win. The more that you were able to accomplish, maybe you set up that you want to read about 10 minutes. The 10 minutes, if even one page or two pages that you have been able to read, it's okay. Celebrate that you're working like that, but now you have been able to do something like that. You need to celebrate that one also. That get end. On the fifth day, add temptation boundary. That is a habit plan podcast. Something, the habit that you want to achieve plan. What you enjoy, what you really enjoy doing. So if you like enjoying, you enjoy music while reading, you can just find a way to add that temptation boundary while I'm reading. For me, when I'm coding, I love to listen to music while I'm coding. So that is what, even if I don't feel like doing it, I come and get down and just open my music player and start playing some music. I will have um the ability to do whatever I didn't want to do. That's it. And the last one, add an accountability. Text a friend or share the clip. So what you need to do, pick a friend that you think is very loyal and share, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm becoming, or something like that. So the next one, what you need to do is identify one bad character and reverse one law today. That is, make it invisible or difficult. So identify one bad character that you don't want. While you are building a good character, you need to defend from the bad character. Also, that's it. So in conclusion, I can say is that atomic habit isn't about motivational hack. It's not about those books that really talk about motivational hack. It's a behavior design system. They make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying to do the right thing. Reverse those to break the wrong thing. Or reverse those ones to break the wrong thing. And align your habit with your identity. What you want to become. You need to align your habit with that. And also design your environment so that it will be very easy for you to have that one. And also, um, what you need to do is you have to track the compound growth. May look very simple, but it will skyrocket with um time that you don't even imagine that you're going to have that, it become that breakthrough. That's it. If the Atomic Habit Memory and review help, like, subscribe, and comment. What tiny habit will you start with this week? Let me have it in the comment section. This video is part of my self-help book series. Next up, more books on productivity, mindset, and tactics. Let's go. Okay, it and thank you for watching. And if you have any book in mind that you want me to also get it for review it for you, you can bring it. I will have time to read it long and do it within shortest possible time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any video. Thank you for watching. Till we meet again. Bye bye.